Chris Dempsey of the Denver Post writes about the NBA and the Denver Nuggets, and we are on the eve of the NBA draft.
Yeah.
And where are the Nuggets?
I like to call Christmas Eve.
Where are the Nuggets right now
Eve.
in the process? Where are they in the process? What's happening?
So right now, I mean, they're going through final checks on guys that they like. There's a group of them that they feel are going to be there when they pick at 7, and so they're just doing kind of final checks. Probably also getting Mike Malone and whoever else he wants up to speed on some of these guys and up to speed on the work that they've done to this point.
Christopher F. Dempsey. Your middle initial is F, correct?
It's A, but whatever.
Christopher A. Dempsey. I've got a gun pointed to your head. Who are the Nuggets going to draft?
Who's there?
It's just so you know, I'm not jumping in front of the
right.
gun. Okay?
You're not going to help me out on this one.
Yeah.
They said at the Super Bowl once, they said to a coach, you have a gun pointed at your head. Are you going to pass more or run more in the Super Bowl? And he said, 50-50. And everybody in the room went, bang. So I'm saying it facetiously. But if you had your gut feeling, if they stayed at number 7, which there's a possibility it could trade down or trade up.
Sure.
But who do you think go into their minds? You're a source familiar with the Nuggets thinking. That becomes a new source now. Who are the Nuggets going to draft?
Have to write that. Listen, I think it really comes down to 2 players. It really comes down to Mario Hezonja and Justice Winslow. One of those 2 guys is going to be there when the Nuggets pick. Now, I think the perfect scenario for them is if both are there. Then it gets a little trickier. I think in that, if both happen to be there, I think in that scenario, they probably would lean more toward the offensive guy. So that'd be Mario Hezonja more so than the defensive guy, because you figure you have a coach who's going to, just by drilling you right, help the defense out in that respect. So, but having said that, with the Knicks, with the Kings, with maybe the Lakers. I mean, there's just so much swirling around these teams.
Some people are talking about Orlando might jump in and try and do something to get Cousins or whatever.
Hey, we spend a lot of time talking to Nuggets people. Mm-hmm. And every time I talk to them, I get the impression they're doing everything they can to keep from drooling every time you mention the name Hezonja.
Yeah. It's hard
to me. I think that's their targeted guy.
Yeah, but the problem right now is that his stock is getting to a point where now he's just out of their reach, and so that's got to be concerning to them.
Well, how many guys are out of their reach though, Chris? I mean,
only 6.
Well, 6 guys are out of their reach. Yeah.
Well, Moutier we've talked about Moutier. We both believed very much. My final was Moutier. Well, there's a feeling that he's going to be drafted right before they draft. Now, Porzingis is moved up where people think he's going to be drafted in the top 6. So
Which
that's why I'm saying.
Who's the wild card in this draft?
Which I think that helps.